May 2026 had some great new releases, all firing a horizontal side-scrolling ARPG that I personally had some fun in, 007 First Light, that seemingly launched to quite a bit of fanfare, but
June 2026 looks like it could be even better. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into our list of games we're most excited about for the next month.
The Gothic 1 remake is a faithful remake of the 2001 cult classic open-world action RPG from Piranha Bytes. You play as a nameless prisoner that was thrown into a brutal prison colony in the Valley of the Mines, where you explore a handcrafted reactive world, engage in deliberate tactical combat, and survive in a living ecosystem where NPCs follow daily routines such as working, eating, fighting. This game is developed by Alchemia Interactive and published by THQ Nordic. It is confirmed to release on June 5th, 2026. The platforms include PC via Steam, Epic Store, the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS is going to have a simultaneous launch on every platform. It is built in Unreal Engine 5 with upgraded visuals and smoother combat while preserving the original's unforgiving, very choice-driven RPG spirit. There is no hand-holding, dynamic world reactions, and unrestricted exploration that feels alive and very punishing. I've played every single Gothic game and I cannot wait. I genuinely hope they remake all of them, but I cannot wait for them to release this in just a few days so I get to relive that nostalgia that I had when I was, I don't know, 25 years younger, when I was a little kid myself. Outward 2 is an open world survival action RPG sequel that doubles down on the original's grounded anti-power fantasy vibe. Both Mrs. Sticks and I played probably a little too much of this, hundreds of hours of the first game, and then quite a bit of the second in multiple different test phases. You are an ordinary person on a harsh journey in a very brutal world, and I stress the word brutal here. This game, I mean, I mentioned Gothic 1 doesn't hold your hand, but this game is incredibly difficult. Every single thing out in the world wants to kill you. Every choice matters. You need to manage your survival needs. You need to explore a very deadly world. You fight. You shape your story through character creation, through backgrounds with full co-op support. Mrs. Stakes and I, again, we spent a lot of time in Outward 1, and every minute of it was not only rewarding, satisfying, but also filled with a sense of dread. This game is developed and published by 9 Dot Studio. It is releasing into early access on June 7th, 2026. There is going to be a full 1.0 release sometime later. A closed beta test ran in late May 2026. This is the beta test that Mrs. Six and I got to play, and it was even more punishing than the original. And we thought that we thought Outward 1 didn't hold your hand. This game, we spent like an entire hour trying to figure out what we even needed to do to like get past the intro, the tutorial area. Platforms do include PC via Steam, the Epic Games Store for early access. Consoles are getting a release after version 1.0. This is a living, evolving world with a full year seasonal cycle that changes traversal, NPC behavior, and environments. It has improved combat, improved storytelling, and character progression over the first game, deliberately challenging and rewarding the average Joe survival RPG experience with no scaling or easy mode crutches, which is perfect for us because we play everything together, co-op, and we need something challenging. We need a more difficult experience.
If you're a fan of Square Enix's Octopath Traveler series or Bravely Default, then get ready. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales is made for you. This brand new action RPG comes from the same talented creators, blending that beloved nostalgic pixel art charm with stunning HD 2D visuals for a fresh yet cozy vibe that feels both classic and modern. There is beautiful top-down exploration paired with fluid, engaging action combat that adds real excitement to the RPG formula that drifts from the turn-based combat of previously mentioned games these creators tackled. Mark your calendars as it launches on June 18th for Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. And you best bet I'll be on my couch ready for it to launch.
Solarpunk is a cozy survival crafting adventure set in a peaceful, tactically advanced world of floating islands and airships. You focus on building, resource gathering, exploration, and calm progression. You can play solo or you can play fully co-op with friends. It is developed by Cyberwave. This is a very small indie dev team, and it's published by Roca Play. It is releasing on June 8th, 2026. Platforms include PC via Steam and Epic, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and the Switch 2. Once more, this is a relaxed, cozy take on survival. There is no real harsh stress involved. It has a beautiful skybound solarpunk aesthetic, strong co-op focus. This is something that appeals to both Mrs. Sticks and I, being set in a tactically advanced floating island world that emphasizes creativity and peaceful discovery rather than combat or scarcity.
Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue.
Reign of Nightfall, also known as Project Bang Bang for any of you that were keeping up to date with it, is a narrative-driven game with mature themes centered on a female mafia boss protagonist. It has a very strong narrative focus, lots of character drama, gameplay with elements of more modern mafia setting, leaning towards, if those of you know what an otome style game is, then a very narrative-heavy otome style adventure. It is developed by Sleepless Night Studio and published by Happy Maker Games. There was an open beta test. How the launch window is June 5th, 2026. You can pre-download the game earlier. The game is Chinese, but has full English support. Platforms include PC, Android, and iOS. Once again, this is a very narrative-driven, cinematic, badass mafia boss, strong female lead game. Limit Zero Breakers, which is a game I've covered on this channel multiple times before. However, it was under a different title. Breakers Unlock the World is a free-to-play anime-style multiplayer action RPG gacha game that features fast-paced combat, character collection, story progression, and an airship base called the Weaver Whale as your hub for adventures. This is kind of like Soul Worker Online, Dungeon Fighter Online, Closers Online. It is developed by Vic Game Studios and published by NCSoft. A full worldwide launch is happening in 2026. A closed beta test is running, however, this month from June 10th through June 15th. This, once again, is a full closed beta, meaning that if you want to get into it, you can go ahead, sign up right now, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to try it out. The platforms do include PC, Android, and iOS on Steam and via the Purple client. This is a very high production anime game with fluid action combat, a gacha-based character roster, multiplayer elements, and a very distinctive airbase, home-based hub thing that ties exploration and progression together.
If you've ever dreamed of becoming a witch, soaring through an enchanted open world and brewing chaos with your friends in co-op, Witchspire from a new indie studio, Invar Games, is about to cast a serious spell on you with its charming art style and spellbinding foundation. On June 10th via Steam, this bewitching adventure launches into early access. You'll tame familiars, master your spells, and join a coven as you explore a living mystical realm together or by yourself. Just keep in mind it's still early. The demo made that pretty clear when I played it. But if you're craving some magical mischief with your crew, Witchspire is absolutely one to watch. Or, better yet, throw your hat and broom into right away.
And those are the games that we're most excited for in June 2026.
Hopefully, given the little bit of everything involved, you find a game to satiate the need for something fun for this month.
I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.